is a world-class performer, and there's probably a stack of dudes behind you ready to take your position at less money to get their shot. How do you confront that now? You're stepping into new territory, right? You're a rookie again, if you will, right? Going into the broadcast field. How do you push past, am I good enough?
Yeah, you definitely have to face that. You face that every day that you walk into an NFL facility, because you mentioned there's always somebody cheaper, there's always somebody younger, there's somebody around the league. I always would remind guys during training camp when they would kind of be playing the numbers game, and I say, guys, you're not just competing against the guys on our team to make our team. We could trade for somebody at your position. So I don't want to say you're never safe, but you can never become complacent. You always have to be getting better. You always have to be improving. So for me as a player, it was always about being the best I could be. And I loved watching other guys on film, and I loved seeing what they did well and maybe trying to add it to my game. But I can only be me, and I can only be the best version of me I can be, which takes some time. It takes some time to look within yourself, look at yourself, and be cognizant. And transitioning out has honestly been tougher. The thought of I am enough, because even through this COVID-19 time, right now I'm thinking, okay, well now I can advance my podcast. Now I can appear on a bunch more podcasts, because I still fight that internally, like that I am enough, and whatever I'm doing right now is enough, and God will put the opportunities out there. And I just need to continue to work on my own growth mindset, be my best version of myself, not compromise my non-negotiables, my value system, and it all work out. But that is honestly something that I struggle with all the time. I think the comparison game, and we live with a comparison machine in our hands all the time nowadays. So that's another thing. It's be careful what you're fueling yourself with and who you're comparing yourself to, because you're only looking at the best version of everybody else. And if you're constantly on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, whatever it may be, and you're always comparing yourself to everyone's best, you're always going to fall short of that. And so just be careful with what you're comparing yourself to, and maybe take some self-analysis of where you've come from in the last few years or the last few months. Or think about where you want to get to in a month from now or 2 months or whenever this period lifts. How can you become that version of yourself? So you're comparing yourself or two versions of yourself as opposed to some fake, made up, optimized version of somebody else.